Good morning, everyone. Today we have Jeff McNeice with us to talk about the upcoming CD release that he has at the Esquire on the second line west on Friday, June 24th at 7 o'clock. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Mike. Thanks for coming to shoot me in the studio in my big comfy couch.
My pleasure. Always good to talk to you. What made you decide to make a CD at this point in your life?
Well, as you know, my fellow soap opera star from Tammy, I take inspiration from the folks. My mom and dad, that's all, and I'll talk a little bit about that later, but they're coming up for the festivities, and they're huge supporters, huge lovers of music, and some of these songs have been recorded in the past, and we just wanted to put a fresh coat of paint on them, give me the experience of having my own real baby like it is, and see how it goes. That's basically it. And I don't want to talk about I'm 55 because I get a senior's discount at Shoppers, and I get I get the larger buffet. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, tell us a little bit about the CD and how you came up with the name.
The name Meant to Be is a song that my mom put to a poem form for my dad in about 1984. And my sister did calligraphy of all the verses, and you'll see that on the album cover. There's a picture of my mom and dad in the bottom corner. That's at Hilton Head, where he loved to golf, and they were right at the lighthouse when that picture was taken. And it just was like a snapshot of their whole life. And Meant to Be was a poem about this. It's about this little girl that has lost her way, and she can't find love. Then she meets this young guy, like a soap opera, Mike. And this is meant to be. And my mom she can spew poetry like that. And kind of within 10 minutes, one day I was like, I can make that, let's make that a song. So you have to take some of the lyric and you chop a bit of words and you make things rhyme that weren't there. And so that was recorded for initially maybe 1986. And then on a Credit River Band, the name of my mom and dad's record, in 1996. So it's been 20 years since that record, and basically 30 years since Meant to Be was actually penned. So this is kind of a tribute to that song. And when Lyd and I were looking for an album name, Meant to Be just seemed like it's meant to be. So everybody's using that now. Well, it must have been meant to be. Yeah, that's
Is there any on there about your love affair with Lydia?
Yeah. There is. There's one, cut 5, I think it is. I always bugged artists because they say, you don't know what cut on the record. And you know what? You start to realize, yeah, that's cut 5. That's My Shining Light. And that was written about Lyd. And it's taken on different forms. But as a songwriter, you have, just like a writer, you have blocks where, and I went probably 15 years where I didn't write a song. And then all of a sudden this room in our place became this shrine to our great friend McNeice. So I went down there and I'm going to write a song, and she's like, sure you are. And then 15 minutes later, here it is. And it's just wild. It either works like that or it takes you years to accomplish. Yeah. But the actual CD process took 4 months front to back.
Is there any other artists helping you out with it?
Val Pally, whom you know well, sings Obsession, sings Janis Joplin, sounds like on the record a lot like Bonnie Raitt or Bonnie Tyler. And we did a surprise cut for my father. It's cut 1 on the CD, and it's I'll Love Her Forevermore. And I think my dad's talked to you about this, but I've talked to you about this. It was a song he wrote in 1958. He recorded a 45 record. Not all the youngins know about that.
Not old enough for that.
Yeah. And it had Talking About You on one side and I'll Love Her Forevermore. So we recut the song in 1996. And I wanted to surprise him because he's hard to surprise. He knows everything. He digs in. He's like a reporter. Like he's like, oh, and before you know it, he knows everything. So what we did was I got Val to sing this duet with me, and I slowed the pace of the song. It was like a Buddy Holly quick song. And you'll hear that at the beginning of the record. We kind of had our GM announce the record as if he was at the Palais Royal in Toronto, where all the big bands played. And ladies and gentlemen, the Credit River Band. And then we play a portion of the 1996 recording of I'll Love Her, which is very fast. If you ask my dad, it was too fast. Because when you get on stage, as you know, filming everyone, you tend to go even faster. So I slowed it down in a third of the pace, kind of made it a bluesy song. with just and I envisioned a stand-up bass, so J case, and then just the simple snare with the brushes, and it came off perfectly.
Great.
As far as I was concerned. But there was always the question: is my dad gonna like it? What if he hates it? Because if he hates it, he'll tell me. So we played it for him on Skype. Belinda and I did, and he could hear portions. And he left the shot like if I left the camera. And I said, "Where'd you go, Dad?" He went, "I was in the corner crying." He goes, "It was. Oh, so you liked it? You're crying happy tears." But he did. He liked it.
Oh, he's a nice gentleman.
Yeah.
Where can people purchase the CD?
We have them in several spots. We have them at the Rad Zone. We love the Rad Zone for albums, as you well know. The LP selection's huge, so they take on local artists. A lot of franchises stores won't. The Rad Zone is available.
Where's the Red Zone?
Rad Zone's in the Wellington Square Mall.
Okay.
Also available at one of my favorite music places, Tom Wall's School of Music. Tom and I have been friends forever, and he's got a selection of the CDs there. And up where we play, where you filmed us at the Big Moose Ice Cream Parlor and the Trading Post, you can get them there. And you can get them at the Meant to Be has its own Facebook page. It's become kind of this anomaly, this
Okay.
huge. You can get them there. We'll give you our address. We'll do it old school. You send us a check. And we'll ship you a CD. So that's where it is right now. And the radio station here has gotten involved in the last little while. They're going to be part of the party that you're going to hopefully be magically edited into on Friday at the Esquire Club. So I'm happy to have them on board. They're going to do some reports and be supportive. So a member of the team, it's really nice to see that.
Okay. And you'll probably have some at Rotary Fest?
Oh, I imagine. But I'm shrinking my capacity there too, like you are. I'm doing. Shea Spurway's going to do the Thursday, Friday night. I'm doing all day Saturday. So.
Oh, okay.
Coming up at Rotary Fest. It's a long, as you know, you were filming all the bands. It's a long stint, and there's just too much going on. Mm-hmm. So I've committed to the entire one day and left the Thursday, Friday to the newbie.
Okay. Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, Michael.
Good. Great.
Awesome.